On this week's episode, I'm joined by Ms. GK, the radio personality and the owner of Kana, kgang.
Khumo Kgwaadira, even though I've been in the entertainment industry for a very long time, some things, since I get taba, who do post it because, trauma, yeah,
backlash.
But that guy is new. But he's like, I don't care. This is my life. Take it or leave it. And I'm doing
my
this.
own room. To you, what defines a content creator? Is it about the numbers? Is it about the following? Is it about the people what do I get about? Because we all know what a lot of us are doing about and all the like. So to you, what defines content creator?
I mean, as a content creator, you're basically telling your story. That's it. You're telling your story.
Short and brief.
That's it. Content creators, you capture content in a way that pleases you, in a way that you're comfortable with.
And we are still watching the Lifestyle Corner here with the lovely Ms. GK.
I used to get paid back in the day. I send a code. If it's not approved, it's fine. It's fine.
You move on. We are back like Mukwata with an episode of the Lifestyle Corner show, making it this the first episode of the year. I hope that you guys missed us like we missed you guys. On this week's episode, I'm joined by Ms. GK, the radio personality and the owner of Kana, kgang. We'll be discussing the content creators branch. I cannot dwell much on the detail because she has all the details. I'm your host, Larunama Kaiser. Ms. GK, welcome to the Lifestyle Corner show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay, so as I had said, we are talking all about content creators branch, the one you're going to host with yourself and Jessica Molefe.
Yeah.
First and foremost, tell us what inspired that the baby or the conception of that.
It's quite interesting. Jessica Molefe had posted a couple of posts talking about how it's exhausting to create content and then get maybe a few likes. So we put out, okay, am I not doing enough? Where am I wrong? I put in so much work into my work, but I don't see the results. I felt compelled to DM her and tell her about the evolution of content creation. Like, you know what? I've been doing this for so many years, and one, the algorithm has changed. Instagram has a huge fan base like before. People are drawn towards TikTok now. It was just a catch-up session where, as women in the creative space, and somehow I just felt so connected to her. We felt the connection, and out of nowhere, like, actually, let's talk to other, let's just do something great. Let's talk to other content creators and come up with a space where we can air out our grievances. Or maybe how about we map a way forward. So in that moment, it's an idea that came out of nowhere and we didn't look back. I'm happy that as afraid as we were, not knowing what we're getting ourselves into, we're still pushing, and we cannot wait to see everyone on the 15th of March.
And Nathan, with you saying that it's all about gathering the content creators, it is something that we have been seeing from South Africa with all the content creators, especially from TikTok, hosting those sessions. So I guess that's the objective with you, and tell me the objectives of the branch.
I mean, also, when was the last time you saw content creators under one roof? Things, we haven't had so many events in so long.
Their tripod, their ring lights in their rooms.
And that's how you spot a content creator. A tripod.
Yes.
Kind of like a smalling and a ring light. We just want to build a strong network of creators, and also, like I said, different generations. I've been in the game for about 11 years now. Some are only starting up, and things that happened then are not happening now. You see, when we started, social media wasn't that big. We relied more on traditional media. Now you can be an overnight success on TikTok.
Exactly.
You've got TikTokers who are doing so well. They're easily getting those deals. Instagram also, like I said, has changed from well-curated content to now realistic, authentic content. Not that back in the days, content wasn't authentic, but now we're seeing people from different spheres creating content. Gone are the days where you'd see only Mikale doing well-curated content. Now you can even see a guy also on guys, get ready with me.
Get ready with me.
So there has to be some form of connection in all of this, and we're saying, let's talk to content creators. Moving forward also, how can we build a solid community so when we pitch to corporates and other organizations in Botswana, they can understand these guys are trying to send a strong message. Content creation is fairly new. Corporates are trying to really get the gist of it, but I think if we have a stronger, solid voice, we can actually get somewhere.
So you are talking about a stronger solid voice. I guess you guys are going towards the direction of like forming an association or a union that is going to advocate for you guys in terms of going to those brands, negotiating for better deals. It's kind of get the like freebies alone. So because you
we
guys
can't do
need money.
freebies. We can't do freebies in 2025. No way. We can't. Life is expensive.
Exactly. It's all about money.
And content
money.
is expensive as well. Look at what's happening around us right now. These cameras, the lights, everything is
It's
expensive.
money. It's
Everything is
investments.
money. Absolutely.
So you are talking about hosting those influencers or the content creators under one group.
Yes.
And what are some of those content creators or the type of audience that you guys are looking for?
We're looking for new content creators. We're looking for aspiring content creators. We're looking for guys like me who've been in, doing content for so many years. And I love
veterans.
I think you're making me feel so old.
Because it's been 11 years. Come on.
I know, man. It's been a decade.
Yeah.
It's been a while. So we're bringing everyone, those who are also curious about content creation. They're still trying to find themselves. Because it's not everyone who's really, some people are still trying to find their voice or they're trying to find their spark. Maybe content creation could be that for you. So we're allowing everybody to come. People think it's about women only. We have male and female content creators.
Like the one, Theo, the one who does vlogs.
Oh, I love that guy.
Many people
I love
him.
that guy.
Many
So he's
people
going to be on the
love
panel. I mean, one of the reasons why I put him on the panel was just for us to get to hear his story. And then when 6 months ago, you started, creating content on TikTok, and now you're huge. So you know what I mean?
Big guy.
He's a big guy. So I'm really excited about it. So different elements, different content creators, not just from entertainment, but lifestyle, food, photography, film, fashion.
Everything.
Everything. Everything. You know what I mean? It's for everyone. It's not just for certain kind of content creators. It's for every kind of content creator.
You raised an issue of about like having panels or panelists. So
Yes.
what topics or discussions will be had on the day?
Okay, let me break down our panelist, right?
Okay.
We have Jessica Monife, my partner in this. She is a makeup artist and a content creator as well. I think when it comes to creativity, we can actually give her her flowers. Jessica isn't afraid to try something new. And I think as Botswana, correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes we're afraid of change.
Exactly.
And it's always interesting to see someone so bold about it, to say, you know what, guys, Naga content creators in other countries doing this. Why not me? Like, let me do it as well.
I can be the next Grace Mondlana.
You know what I mean? So I like the direction she's taking in her content creation. It's just all with the brush of makeup. So she's going to be on the panel. Bakes. Everybody loves Bakes. Bakes is loud and confident and very,
humourous.
And unapologetic about it. He's not afraid to address anyone. I love Bakes so much. I've been watching Bakes since the very first video till now, and he's been very consistent with it. And then we have Khumo Visuals. I like this guy's story. It's quite interesting. It's amazing how one can capture a moment in such, just through the lens.
In visuals.
Khumo Visuals also there behind the brand William Last KRM. I don't know William Last KRM's content is trash. No one can say that. There's work, effort that goes in creating.
A lot goes behind the scenes.
A lot goes, behind creating William Last content, and Khumo has been that guy. That guy does amazing things. And because he's also quiet, what goes on that guy's head? I can't even remember his voice because I barely hear him talk. But we're gonna get him on the panel.
But he's rich with ideas.
I want him to speak. We want to hear him talk. We want to know what goes on set. What happens on set when he's shooting William Last KRM and all these other brands that he continues to shoot. And then we have Theo Mujumi. Theo Mujumi started TikTok 6 months ago. This guy just decided to create content, and I'm like, wow, this is different. This is inspiring. And Nike Khumo, even though I've been in the entertainment industry for a very long time, some things, since it gets haba, who do you post it because trauma,
the backlash.
But that guy is new. But he's like, I don't care. This is my life. Take it or leave it. And I'm doing this.
In my own room.
In my own way.
Not having to go to the apartments.
I don't even have to polish anything. This is real life and this is my life. And that is what I appreciate. And then we have an agency that's going to be joining us. There's a bridge between, or there's a correlation between agencies, content creators, and the client. Client uses agencies to get influencers. Let's talk about that dialogue, that three-way call. What happens in the process? Client campaign. How does the agent get to pick an influencer for a certain campaign? We've seen stories where they want to for a campaign. What? How come? We want to know the gist of it all. That relation or that dialogue between the client and the agent leading to them actually hiring a content creator for a particular campaign. So that is our panel.
Okay.
I'm so
Now,
excited.
there's so much to say with me and Ms. GK. Unfortunately, we'll be heading to a commercial break, but we'll be back in a jiff. Stay tuned.
We find love in a hopeless place, and that's the words of Rihanna. And I'm excited to inform you that this time around, with the power embedded upon me by none other than myself, the odds have changed too. We find love in a hopeful place. If you believe in love after love, or you are looking for love, join us on the biggest, largest blind date show in Botswana, Love Not at First Sight, where we bring you 5 contestants all looking for love. They don't know each other, they've never met. Wait, maybe they have met. Anyway, but not here, not today, where only out of 5 a couple can match, not 3 like the sum of 1 plus 2. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1 plus 2, 3. I'm your host, Nono Fokelebonye. You can call me Nom. To be our next contestant, please see the link on our Miri Facebook page, or for in-person registration, visit our Miri offices in Extension 2, Plot 767, Gaborone. And I'm looking forward to see you on our next episode of Love Not at First Sight. See you then.
We are back from the commercial break, and I'm still your host, Laura Kaiser, and I'm still here with Ms. GK. We are discussing everything all about content.
Yeah.
Since we are talking about content creators branch, which mostly centers itself around the content creators. To you, what defines a content creator? Is that about the numbers? Is it about the following? Is that about the people? Or do I get about? Because we all know what one of us are doing about and all the like. So to you, what defines content creator?
I mean, as a content creator, you're basically telling your story. That's it. You're telling your story.
Short and brief.
That's it. Content creators, you capture content in a way that pleases you, in a way that you're comfortable with, and you're sharing it with the rest of your world. It's like you're sharing a piece of yourself with the rest of the world. And I don't think the numbers issue, people still talk about it in 2025. You've got macro and micro influencers.
The nano influencers and all.
You know what I mean? It's really, it's not about the numbers. For me, what defines a content creator is somebody sharing a piece of themselves with the rest of the world. That's
relatability.
It. And whether if I gravitate towards sharing my personal life as content, that's fine. Some people choose to, share their love for cameras with the rest of the world. Like I said, it's sharing a piece of you, what you're passionate about, what you love with the rest of the world. Yeah.
So moving on, how would you describe the current state of the creative industry in Botswana?
Botswana.
That's the main goal of the event.
First of all, I'm proud. I'm proud because we have a lot of them. And I think there's a diverse number of content creators. At the top of my head, I can list 20 content creators because of what they do. When you talk about food, I already pick Rachel's Table. I can pick KO. I can pick Sosa. I can pick the Food Girl BW. There's so many people that create content. Some of them, they don't like calling themselves content creators, but they actually are. Low-key, high-key, they're content creators.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Identify, yeah.
We talk about lifestyle. We talk about Dumin Tutang. We talk about... There's so many. Wow, now they're gone. We talk about makeup. Jessica. We talk about Masa Botswana Beauty. We talk about so many other content creators. You talk about... anything really. There's so many content creators in our country. Bakes. Hengena is a content creator. Hengena came to the bottom.
He started like that.
You know what I mean?
Now look,
he's getting deals within the alcohol, industry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's so many. What I like now, the stage of the content creators, content creation in Botswana is that there's a diverse number of content creators, which means there's a rise. There are a number of them. That means there's something happening. The energy is different. People are out there bold enough to say, hey, I'm going to share a piece of myself with Botswana, and I'm going to share this with the rest of, with the rest of the world. Fifi Matambo, she's based in South Africa. Fifi Matambo does content creation. She shoots people's weddings. And I know her personally. She started creating content in Botswana since Botswana. And then she
the border.
she decided to cross borders, and now she creates beautiful content for weddings. Oh my goodness, check out Fifi Matambo's wedding content creation. But there's growth in numbers, and there's diversity now. There's variation. We can categorize influencers. Two, we see that people are getting deals. You know how back in the day it could just be one, like a group of people just getting like deals, or the same people getting deals. Now there's a diverse number of us getting deals. You find that Khumo got the Shell deal, Omo got the Coke deal, Omo got the Fanta deal,
Omo
Hungry Lion, Omo Legends Baba, Omo, there's just, we now know, okay, for this kind of campaign, we know who we can get. Not the same person doing different kinds of content, even though sometimes you feel like they're a misfit. Because how come they were chosen for this kind of job? But I love the fact that the numbers, people are growing. We have so many content creators growing every single day. We see new content creators every day. I literally pick up content creators from TikTok. I'm like, hey, I've been seeing your videos for a couple of weeks now. There's something there. Something is cooking. So I love the fact that there's so many of us now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know that every industry has its own conflicts or like fights about gatekeeping. So in Botswana, like you have been saying, there's people who are Hungry Lion and all the likes. So is there that kind of like a glitch or a conflict between the content creators in Botswana, like with gatekeeping, because people want to be held by a hand sometimes to be guided or shown the way?
I'm not one to really dwell on such matters. People always have an opinion about who is supposed to be doing this, who isn't supposed to be doing this, why is somebody doing this. I mean, it boils down to that conversation we had earlier on. If a client wants somebody, a client wants someone. If a client believes, I want to engage Khumo for the next 5 years, then so be it. People might like it, some might be against it, but at the end of the day, if the client says, I honestly believe this person is the right person for our company and for our campaign for 10 years, then there's nothing we can absolutely do. We've seen the likes of, and maybe I might digress, the likes of Ryan Seacrest. How many years did he host American Idols? Proverb did SA Idols for so many years. I think there's a reason behind why certain things happen the way that they happen. And obviously we may not always please the masses, but obviously conflicts are bound to happen. Exactly. Opinions are out there. But hey, it is what it is. If a client wants someone, a client wants someone. There's
can't control the narrative.
We can. There's nothing we can do about it.
So how would you advise such content creators who feel like some people are trying to narrow their path or gatekeep them? How would you advise them? Like 2 cents of Ms. JK's?
I don't think I want to answer that question. Can I just say I can advise? Talk about I can advise.
Like it's like word of the day kind of thing.
Oh man.
Word of the day to those content creators that feel such way. Like do your own thing.
Continue doing you, guys.
That's an advice.
Focus on you. Just continue doing you.
That's an advice on its own.
That's the one thing I've learned. It took me a very long time to get that, to learn to focus on myself and to perfecting what I do, and not be affected by the outside noise. I mean, the noise will always be there. You have to decide, are you going to entertain the noise or shut it down?
Exactly.
So you can focus on you.
You see, that's a profound advice now.
Yeah.
But you are shying away from it.
I can talk about the advice.
Okay, so we are talking about partnerships with the brands and everything. But what I know is that you guys incur challenges. What are some of the challenges that you guys go through that some along the way they might have put you off, but you still persevered and say, I will reach there one day?
Challenges are there. They're bound to happen. This is how we build character. This is how you grow. It can't be an easy walk in the park. I'm big on partnerships. It's something I long started. You cannot do everything by yourself, right? But you can go somewhere, as a team. I'm trying to really instill that in me. Also because I'm not going to be in the entertainment industry for a very long time. I think once I get married, once I have kids, I don't think I'll be like...
So you still want to get married? You still want to walk down the aisle?
I mean, I've done my part. I've done almost every other show. I've bagged a lot of good deals, and this is my way of paying it back forward. This is my way of saying, hey, it's been real. So I'm going to be doing a lot of partnerships. I've been doing them for years. Some failed. Some we keep winning. For example, I work closely with Architects of Groove. They're the brands behind the Day Club. Those guys are basically my family. I'm learning also the true essence of partnerships via Architects of Groove. It's something I'm learning. You see, so I want to teach somebody else. I want somebody else to teach me as well. Partnerships are the key to success.
Okay.
You cannot go so far by yourself. Hello, Katsengamoto on board. I get to learn from them. They get to learn from you. Together you build something great. Look at what we're doing on Saturday with Jessica. We might take it for granted, but you can imagine the people that we're bringing on board, the exchange of information, the networking that is going to be built in just one afternoon. You know, empowering other people as well. It's not just about me. It's about Kana kgang. It's about Jessica Molefe's brand. All the brands that are going to be there. The possible partnerships we're going to birth from that day. So see, it's bigger than me. The moment you think outside of you, you realize how amazing life can be. It's not just about you. And I was telling your colleague earlier on that, you know, on this earth we're born to serve. This is ministry for me. This is ministry for you. You're serving, right? And a better way to serve is to rope other people in.
Okay.
Because we're supposed to be changing lives. So yeah, I am very excited about partnerships.
Okay. Le motlwe ba ga Jimmy GK so ona le go gontsi ka content creators branch and men out there lo ba sone ba send those DMs are batla go nyawa.
Wow.
So we are heading to the commercial break. We'll be back with the last segment. Stay tuned.
We find love in a hopeless place, and that's the words of Rihanna. And I'm excited to inform you that this time around, with the power embedded upon me by none other than myself, the odds have changed too. We find love in a hopeful place. If you believe in love after love, or you are looking for love, join us on the biggest, largest blind date show in Botswana, Love Not at First Sight, where we bring you 5 contestants all looking for love. They don't know each other, they've never met. Wait, maybe they have met. Anyway, but not here, not today, where only out of 5 a couple can match, not 3 like the sum of 1 plus 2. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1 plus 2, 3. I'm your host, Nono Fokelebonye. You can call me Nom. To be our next contestant, please see the link on our Miri Facebook page, or for in-person registration, visit our Miri offices in Extension 2, Plot 767, Gaborone. And I'm looking forward to see you on our next episode of Love Not at First Sight. See you then.
We are back and you are still watching the Lifestyle Corner here with the lovely Miss GK.
I knew you'd say something like that. Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
so earlier on I raised the issue of freebies because
Yes.
with content creation, people think or tend to think that with freebies is just enough. So, but there's a business side to it.
Absolutely.
How do you guys balance that between the two?
I think at the beginning, because you're trying to build something, you will come across such deals, you know, and I always look at the bigger picture. I always look into the future. In the long run, what am I trying to achieve? Right? I think you've heard stories as well of people who once got paid, now they're getting paid so much money. So that you shouldn't fully discard that idea because it will happen. And it will happen in the early stages of you building a brand, right? But there has to be a limit. There comes a point in time in your life as a content creator, as a brand, where you stop. You're like, no more freebies. I've built my name. My brand has value. I'm worthy of good paying deals. Remember, this is your craft. You tell the story. So you have the power to convince a client that I am worth this much. And if you cannot afford to pay me,
The highway.
then somebody else who has the budget will pay me. So that happens. I've done my first few gigs of me just emceeing. They were for free. I wasn't getting paid. But I used
wanted
it
to put yourself out there.
But I used that moment to capture content so I can officially open up my pages on social media to say, hi, my name is Khumo Kgwaadira. I'm a radio personality and now an official corporate MC. So it's you're telling a story. It builds up.
It's a
You start doing
journey.
things for free. It's a journey, and then eventually you get paid. At first, and then I used to get paid back in the day. I send a code. If it's not approved, it's fine. It's fine.
You move on.
You know? Okay, send a code by approver. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Yeah.
Maybe like talking about partnerships most of the time in Botswana, preferring freebies and all the likes. But we have an issue of monetization in Botswana.
Yeah, it's a big issue. Yeah.
So how can the content creators in Botswana monetize their content?
One, the fact is we're underpaid. Like, you remember what I said at the beginning, that we need to build a solid community. So when we pitch and present our storyboards to clients, they are fully aware. Our content creators are not here to play games, right? Monetization is key. Who create the content? I have to upgrade my phone all the time because I need a high resolution camera because I need to create content. Everything is expensive. The clothes I wear, my hair, my nails. When you go to
Central, you have to invest in your look.
Everything has to be proper. So this requires money. You need to make sure that you believe that I have to make money. This is a career. Some people are full-time content creators.
Exactly.
You know, in other countries, you know,
how
so we are not at that stage yet, which is okay because we're a small country. But we change the narrative. Remember, as content creators, monetization is key. Also, get help. Like I get people say, "Khumo, this is my following. A client reached out to me. How much should I charge them per post?" I really like people who do that because then you guide them. Okay, because we're not following Kana,
you can go.
You can charge
this much.
Let me see your content across all social media platforms. That's how much you can charge them, and then they go ahead and they charge and they get paid. So yeah, just that it's very, very unfortunate and sad that we're underpaid in this country. Ticket is $250. It comes with a complimentary meal. There'll be welcome drinks on the day. We have stalls for those who want to showcase their body of work.
How much do they go for?
It's 500 pula.
Okay.
And then I've invited a couple of stakeholders for them just to have an idea of what it is that we're trying to do as content creators. This is our voice. Ba reisa matshwenyego a bone. We've invited the media as well to come in and just capture these moments and get to hear what content creators have to say. So ticket is $250. I'm giving away 2 tickets, remember? And if you have a stall, you're running a business, please do reach out to us. DM me, DM Content Creators Brunch, DM Jessica Molefe, and we'll be able to assist you.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no gathering without entertainment. So where will the entertainment
come from? We got DJ. We got music. We got DJs by Max Obana, Tuli Tools, Nendio, as well as Casper the DJ.
Casper the DJ.
Yeah, so those are guys.
Okay, so since it's all about the content creators, and it wouldn't be fair we close off this interview without you naming at least your top 5 best content creators in Botswana. And why did
when I want mention, you put him in a tough spot.
But you have to.
You put him in a very tough spot. Don't do that.
No, please do.
Oh man, Bakes. I think Bakes will forever be my fave. Bakes and I have very similar personalities. Even the first time we met, it was just love at first sight. Also, I think confident
people like to dim their light.
I still get that even now that you're a bit too much or you talk too much or you're way too confident. So when I see someone who's like me, I'm like, hey, I'm not alone, so there was this instant connection the day that I met Bakes. So for me, in no particular order, Bakes, hey Nyena so brave. Hey Nyena things on the spot. Hey Nyena is just so creative. I've traveled with him for so many gigs. The beginning of content, and then it's magic. KO. Kabo Lisitse is amazing. I love his food content. KO creates really good
scrumptious
food content. Jessica Molefe, I don't think she understands how creative she is. And she really takes her time with it. She takes her time. Everything's in a perfect day. Khumo angles. Like she really pays attention to detail. So for me, bakes, henye, na just come on KO. Who's my last? Oh no. Oh no. My new fave, okay? I love Sosa. Sosa Muhutiwa. I love her content. Then she's into food. Her food is amazing. Also, I've ordered Dijokogwen. Her food is amazing, especially her tacos. Sosa, and for me, if it's gonna be between Sosa and Theo Mujumi. Theo Mujumi, I cannot wait to hear his story. That guy, his editing skills are on fire. Like I don't even know. I can imagine what about tripod that guy. You know what about tripod? It's a lot of work. I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
So Theo Mujumi, Sosa Muhutiwa, bakes, Henyada. Just come on, if you guys don't, the rest of you don't kill me. I love you all, but I'm speaking now from.
It doesn't mean you guys are not doing enough.
Oh, all of us are amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we close off the show, your last takeaways that you want to see our viewers at home.
I was discussing this with Lumo the other day, that your assignment this year is you. Your assignment this year is you. Everything to do with you. Your happiness, your peace, your joy, your work, your money, everything to do with you. That is your business. You need to mind that business. It's you. How focus on how focus on focus on yourself. Your assignment in the year 2025 is you. I'm working on myself. I'm working on bettering myself. Health-wise, money-wise, business-wise, career-wise, content-wise. Your assignment this year is you. Focus on yourself.
Okay, thank you for heeding our call to come and discuss the content creators brand.
Are you coming? You better come.
We will see. No, I will come.
Oh, you better come.
Okay, our viewers at home, that was me and Ms. GK discussing all about the content creators branch or what about Sharana Jessica Molefeka Kana kgang on Saturday. Be there to check them out and catch me next week, same time, same place. I'm your host, Larna Makaiza, signing out. Thank you.